Good morning, everyone. It is, guess what day? Cruise day. I'm on a cruise, and yet it's cruise day. I am on the MSC Divina. I'm going to be getting off in just a few hours. We had a wild last night, so we left. We were leaving Ocean Key at 8 p.m. I'm on MSC Divina. We were heading back to Miami, supposed to get here in the morning, obviously, and disembark. There was a medical emergency while we were at Ocean Key. They were unable to get a helicopter medevac team out there. So when we left Ocean Key at 8 p.m., they decided to hightail it back to Miami in one of the wildest things I've ever seen. We left Ocean Key after 8 o'clock and we docked in Miami about 11:15. That's some serious movement. We docked here. There were ambulances and everything waiting. So hopefully everyone is okay. It's always wild to see something like that happen. But we got back here quick. Everybody was super responsive. They said a prayer right before the show last night for the people. So it was really nice. So here we are. We are in Miami. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Just hanging out in my room watching TV. And it is beautiful outside. As you saw, it's a beautiful early morning here in Miami. Going to get on Independence of the Seas later this morning and come with me on cruise day number 2 this week. Let's go. Hey everyone, John here, heading to dinner on day 1, heading to sushi. I made reservations for hibachi, Izumi hibachi, but it ain't happening today. I am full. I had the key lunch. I had a burger too. I decided not to get the filet mignon. It just came with sides and stuff, asparagus and some other stuff. So I was like, let me just eat a burger. And I'm full. So I had chocolate cake and I had shrimp cocktail. And it took a long time for lunch today for some reason. So that was at like 12:30 by the time I got done. So 5 o'clock, I eat at the Skechers early old people dinner time. So I had to, I am wearing Skechers too. So I had to switch to sushi, which will be should be good, I hope. So that is it. Let me give you the quick rundown on Embarkation. I was forced off of the MSC Divina this morning, harshly forced off the ship. Not at all. You had to leave your room at 7:45. So I left my room at 7:45. And I was going to just go down and hang out in like one of the lounges. And I walked downstairs and they were like, "Are you walking off?" And I said, "Well, I was just going to hang out for a little." They're like, "Well, just walk off." That's it. Well, no, you don't. Why would you hang out? You could just walk off. So I walked off. I got out into the terminal by about 8:15 or so in the morning. I walked around it. There is a place in the terminal where people can go grab breakfast. I think it's mostly for like crew and stuff. I saw mostly crew people there. I just went and grabbed some coffee. I hung out there for like 45 minutes to an hour, messed around on my phone a little bit, and then walked down. We got out in Terminal E. This is really strange because we got back so early last night. I think we had to get back and go to a specific terminal. I don't know, because we left out of Terminal C. It would make sense you come back to Terminal C. Not necessarily always the case, but people park there. There's people with, accessibility issues and stuff, so they normally wouldn't go back to a different terminal. I don't know if it was because of the medical emergency last night, because of everything that transpired. We got back to Terminal E, so I had to walk from Terminal E to Terminal A. No big deal. It's a piece of cake. So I walked down there, through past the NCL terminal, past all the other stuff, and got to the Royal Caribbean terminal. I was there at like a little before 10 maybe. And there was a sign. The guy was putting up the sign for the key, and he said, "Do you have the key?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Go ahead, and you can stand right by the door." They opened up the doors around 10:15 in the morning, and then I was the first person up in the terminal. I was the first person to go through security, the first person to check in. Went up, got in line for the key. I sat down with the little key section, filled up. Didn't really fill up in the key section. There was about 20 people there by the time they opened the gates. There were a few hundred people in the terminal at that point, and then they basically said, "Come on up." I was the first person to go through, and other than people with special needs or whatever, I was the first person on the ship. So it was awesome. Got on the ship, and I got most of the ship tour done. I ran around. It was very hectic. I don't know. It does relieve a lot of stress for me too, especially because it's a 3-day cruise, and I'm trying to film the whole ship. So I just basically spun around and got most of the ship done. So that was it. I got back to the room. I took a little nap. Now I am ready to go. So let's go to dinner, and then we'll see what else we're doing tonight. Let's go. Howdy friends, John here from the Byte Size Cruises. It is it's almost 10 o'clock. I don't know if I'm going to bed yet or not. I don't know, but I figured I would do the wrap up now to get it out of the way. I don't know, I'm on the edge here. I did take a nap, but I was up very early this morning. The whole medical emergency thing, sometimes this stuff really just shakes you a little bit. It just shook me a little bit for whatever reason last night. So I didn't sleep well, and I got up early, And so I took a little nap. And then I went down and I had dinner at Sushi. As you saw, it was very, very, very good, as per normal. Izumi is excellent. And then I went to the ice skating show, which was like something through the decades. It was really good. Much more of like a fun story than just a bunch of tricks. And I actually appreciated the story a lot. All the ice skaters were great. One of the ice skaters' parents were here, and that was really fun for her. So that was cool. I did that, and then I went to the shops. I wandered around. I bought some stuff. I went to the casino. I did well at the casino tonight. So I initially was going to play just for like 10, 15 minutes because I'm back. I like reset back because I haven't gambled in a while on Royal, and I did well. So I cashed out. I'm not gonna put your money back in. If I win, I get the heck out of there. So I did well. I got out of there, and I just ate a chocolate chip cookie. And here I am at the end of the day. So that's it. If I go back out, I will certainly show you what I do. When I go back out, I won't do another wrap up or anything. I might go back down to the Latin Fiesta party just to get a little video. Other than that, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Very smooth process going from ship to ship today. I like it. Very fun. Here we are on a 3-dayer. This is going to be hot, fast, and wild. We're going to get through this 3-dayer. Tomorrow morning, we will be at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And then the next day, back to Nassau. And then back here on Monday morning. And I get the hell out of here and go back to Philadelphia. So here we go. Everyone, have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for watching. And let's go.